In the beginning of the next part, a massive dinosaur named the Ancient King awakens and starts causing total destruction. The Hero Association members try to take it down with heavy weaponry, but absolutely nothing works. That's when the S-Class hero Terrible Tornado, also known as Tatsumaki, arrives and starts an argument with the dinosaur. The Ancient King lunges forward to crush Tornado, but we see that she has incredible psychic powers, allowing her to easily dodge and move away. Then, she summons a massive meteor from deep space, dropping it right on the dinosaur and killing it instantly. After that, we see Saitama and Genos at a dojo where Silver Fawn, a legendary martial artist, is showing them some of his elite techniques, but neither of them has any interest at all. Hearing this, Fawn's only remaining student gets extremely angry, but he quickly calms down after looking at Genos. Silver Fawn explains that at one time, his dojo was filled with amazing students, but his best student Garu went insane and brutally injured every single one of them. Just then, a man from the Hero Association arrives and informs them that an emergency meeting has been called at headquarters, and every S-Class hero is summoned. Genos tells Saitama that the matter seems serious and that the master should come along too, so Saitama heads to the headquarters with both of them. There, they first encounter the S-Class Rank 4 hero Atomic Samurai, who refuses to even shake Saitama's hand because he wasn't an S-Class member. After that, Tornado also sees a low-level hero like Saitama there, and starts hurling insults at him. Hearing this, Saitama snaps, "Who is this bratty lost child?" But Genos informs him that she is actually the S-Class Rank 2 hero. At the headquarters meeting, except for Rank 6 and Rank 1, all the other S-Class heroes had arrived. Pori Pori Prisoner, Metal Bat, Tank Top Master, Flashy Flash, Watchdog Man, Super Alloy Blackluster, Pig God, Drive Knight, Zombie Man, King, and Child Emperor were all there, while our Saitama sat among them just asking for tea. A man named Sitch arrives and announces that the great fortune teller Madame Shibabawa is no longer with them. Saitama asks, "Who is this Baba?" Upon which he learns that she had predicted earthquakes and monster attacks, and while dying, Shibabawa left behind her greatest forecasting ever. It states that within the next 6 months, something truly terrible is going to happen to the Earth. Sitch says the attack could happen today, tomorrow, in 2 months, or anytime, so we must be prepared. Everyone finds this pretty stupid because if the attack is going to be sudden, what's even the point of telling them? Suddenly, their headquarters comes under attack. A monster named Sky King along with his followers attacks the Hero Association to take over the Earth, but before they could do much, someone kills them all from behind. Another monster Melzergard comes flying from the sky followed by a massive alien ship, and as soon as it lands, City A is completely destroyed. All the systems at headquarters stop working, meaning Shibabawa's prophecy was actually coming true. Before the S-Class heroes could do anything, Saitama punches a hole right through the meeting room wall and steps outside. He jumps up to see the ship just as a missile fires from it, making Saitama realize exactly how City A was wiped out. In an instant, more missiles begin to launch. On the other side, Ian gets exhausted fighting Melzergard because the monster has insane healing powers that make him invincible. And then, with one powerful punch, Ian's arm is ripped clean off. Right then, the monster begins to split itself apart, and its 5 heads create their own separate bodies. Suddenly, S-Class hero Atomic Samurai attacks all the Melzergards at once, cutting them into pieces, but they just merge back together. After that, the rest of the S-Class heroes arrive and join the fight. Inside the building, workers are warned to evacuate City A and surrounding cities immediately and increase security, because this might be a god-level threat. Some heroes ask S-Class Rank 7 hero King for advice on what to do, as King is called the strongest man on Earth and all heroes respect him. He replies that the ship is too high and difficult to reach, so he can't do anything. Hearing this, Tornado decides to face the ship alone, and Genos wants to support her, but Tornado turns him down. However, Genos was unconcerned because he saw that Saitama had already made his way inside the ship. Genos says to himself that there is no race that can defeat the Master. If there were, humanity would have been wiped out long ago. After taking down several monsters inside the ship, Saitama moves deeper in, where he meets the monster Garibas, who talks a big game, but Saitama just punches right through him and keeps moving. Saitama continues causing chaos in the ship while searching for the leader of these aliens. Next, we see the monster Jiryuken ship, who is absolutely stunned that their elite fighter Guribas was defeated in a single instant. Their boss, Boros, approaches him, and Jiryuken ship reports that Saitama has already laid waste to 23% of the ship within just 4 minutes. To this, Boros calmly responds, "Do not worry. As long as the power sphere is safe, the ship will remain intact." He then commands his 3 top fighters, Melzergard, Jiryuken ship, and Guribas, to launch a coordinated attack on Saitama, only to discover that Guribas is already dead, leaving the boss genuinely surprised. Jiryuken ship then declares he will use his own powers to take Saitama down. Meanwhile, news spreads across every city that aliens from deep space have invaded Earth, and City A is nearly obliterated. Pori Pori prisoner gives it his all, but Melzergard remains completely unfazed, and just as the monster prepares to strike back, Silver Fang steps in to block the hit. Enraged, the monster decides to blow everyone up at once using explosives and sends one of his heads to contact headquarters. But Metal Bat intercepts him and engages in battle. The monster then calls out to Jiryuken ship for backup, but he is preoccupied trying to hold off the S-Class heroes outside. As Saitama continues to push deeper into the ship, Jiryuken ship begins to panic. Metal Bat notices a blue marble-like object inside the small monster's body and quickly snatches it. The monster visibly panics, and seeing this, Metal Bat crushes the marble, instantly destroying that part of the monster. Realizing the secret, Metal Bat shouts to the others that breaking the marbles inside these monsters is the key to killing them. This sends the giant monster into a panic, and Atomic Samurai begins shredding him into pieces with his blade. Back inside, Jiryuken ship uses telepathy to enter Saitama's mind, ordering him to leave the ship or face death. Saitama bluntly replies that, even if he wanted to, he can't leave because he's totally lost. Hearing this, Jiryuken ship feels relieved and offers to show Saitama the exit, telling him to turn right. Saitama responds with a sinister grin and immediately heads left, stumbling right into the ship's control room. Furious, Jiryuken ship reveals his full form to Saitama, boasting that his telekinetic powers will turn Saitama into literal sauce. He unleashes a barrage of attacks and finally hurls a storm of rocks at him, but Saitama doesn't even have a scratch. Instead, he picks up one of Jiryuken ship's own rocks and throws it back so hard it splits the monster in two. Saitama then asks the remaining monsters where their boss is hiding. On the other side, the alien bombardment is ready, and deadly missiles are launched at the heroes. But Tornado arrives just in time, using her powers to halt the missiles and redirect them back into the ship, causing massive explosions. Stinger and Lightning Max arrive to assist Mumen Rider, and together they rescue the remaining survivors. Melzergard is down to his last 2 heads, one of which is crushed by Silver Fang. Enraged, the final head strikes Silver Fang, slamming him into a wall, and the monster celebrates, thinking he's finally killed him. Back in the ship, Saitama finally reaches Boros, who immediately senses infinite energy radiating from Saitama. He explains that he was a traveler who roamed the universe, destroying everything in his path, until a time came when no one was left to challenge him. Then, one day, a seer told him there was a being who could rival Boros, and today, 20 years later, he has finally found Saitama. He begins challenging Saitama to a fight, only for Saitama to cut him off with a casual punch that sends him flying into a wall. Saitama assumes this monster is finished too, but he is shocked when Boros stands back up. Saitama's punch had only shattered Boros's armor, and now, Boros begins to transform into his true, powerful form. The ultimate showdown: Saitama versus Lord Boros. Following that, Saitama and Boros begin their fight, and Saitama lands a punch so hard it rips Boros's arm clean off, leading both to acknowledge each other's incredible strength. Outside, Tornado begins using her powers to hurl massive chunks of the ruined city at the spaceship, causing it to take heavy damage rapidly. Genos watches in awe, but just then, Drive Knight mentions he has business elsewhere and leaves, but not before warning Genos. Metal Knight is your enemy, so you'd better stay away from him for now. This leaves Genos deeply troubled. Meanwhile, Atomic Samurai, Puri Puri Prisoner, and Metal Bat are growing exhausted fighting the final monster until Silver Fang suddenly returns. The monster is shocked, giving Atomic Samurai the opening to attack from behind, while Silver Fang snatches the marble and crushes it, ending the monster's story for good. Mumen Rider and the other heroes successfully rescue everyone. Puri Puri thinks they've won, but the spaceship remains hovering because no one has a clue that the true boss, Boros, is still fighting Saitama inside. Boros gives Saitama a brutal beating and unleashes a massive energy blast, but Saitama remains largely unharmed. Boros remarks, "I've fought many people, but only Saitama has lasted this long." He also reveals he possesses god-level healing abilities, meaning his body can repair even the most fatal wounds in an instant. Saying this, Boros completely regenerates his severed arm. Saitama simply replies, "Are you done talking, man? Can we get back to the fight?" Boros then enters his most powerful state, Meteoric Burst, and punches Saitama with such force that Saitama is sent flying all the way to the moon. After spending a moment there just passing time, Saitama takes one leap and crashes back down to Earth. This massive exertion drains Boros' energy, making him grow weak. So he decides it's time to play his trump card and end the fight. Just then, Saitama arrives, causing a massive shockwave through the ship, making the heroes below think it's Tornado's doing. Saitama lands a series of normal punches that blow Boros into pieces, but his healing factor brings him back again. Boros enters his final blast mode to unleash something lethal, seeing which Saitama decides to wrap things up and unleashes his most terrifying move, the Serious Punch. A blinding light flashes as the shockwave shatters Boros' power marble, marking his defeat. The force of the punch is so great it literally splits the clouds across the entire planet. Saitama admits that Boros was indeed strong, and Boros admits he enjoyed the fight, but adds, "You're lying. You were holding back the entire time. I never stood a chance against you." With those final words, Boros dies, and the massive spaceship crashes into the ground. After the dust settles, the Class A Rank 1 hero of my mask suddenly appears out of nowhere, asking what happened to City A. He explains he was busy shooting a TV drama and couldn't make the meeting, which irritates Metal Bat, leading to a heated argument. In the middle of this, Metal Knight arrives, and Genos demands, "What are you doing here?" He replies he's there to recover the ship and build weapons. They then discover a few surviving monsters in the wreckage, whom my mask executes instantly because, in his eyes, they are pure evil. Before leaving, he tells Genos that while he's been busy, the S-Class heroes have been a total disappointment. Silver Fang tells Genos not to listen to my mask, but the encounter reminds Genos of how he was before meeting Saitama. Suddenly, he remembers, where is Master Saitama? Tornado is standing outside the ship when Saitama suddenly punches his way through the hull. Tornado demands to know how he even got inside, but Genos arrives, and as Saitama tells him about Boros, they start to walk away. Once again, both ignore Tornado, which sends her into a screaming fit of rage. She starts hurling insults at Saitama, calling him a baldy, a light bulb, a boiled egg, and a tennis ball. Saitama asks Genos to shut her up, so Genos tells Tornado, "Shut up, you brat, or there will be consequences." But Tornado responds by slamming Genos into a wall. Silver Fang arrives to calm Tornado down and send her away, while Saitama sees Genos stuck in the wall. He tries to pull him out, but accidentally rips Genos' arm off by mistake. City A was completely destroyed, but many lives were saved. Metal Knight used the spaceship parts to build weapons, and a new Hero Association headquarters, featuring a massive road network, so heroes can reach any city instantly. And with that, the season of One Punch Man comes to an end. In the post-credits scene, a giant monster named Pluto starts rampaging through City Z, but Saitama takes him out with a single punch. So friends, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and share it. And if you want me to explain Season 2 as well, be sure to write Season 2 in the comments. I'll see you all very soon with a brand new video. Thank you.